Hey, Bedros Keuilian here, and as promised, I am going to teach you how to convert your followership, specifically Instagram followership, into high-end coaching clients. Now, it doesn't matter if you run a mindset coaching business, a mastermind, a mentorship program, a business coaching program, maybe you do online nutrition or fitness exercise coaching programs. This will work for you. How do I know it'll work? Well, it's simple. I wrote the darn course on it, right? The Mastermind Playbook. And by the way, I've shared this Mastermind Playbook and the strategies I use to build a multi-million-dollar coaching business with many thought leaders, New York Times bestselling authors, coaches, and consultants. So I know it's going to work for you, and I want to share it here because I figure the best way for me to win your trust and your future business is to come to you with the giving hand and give you results in advance. First and foremost, you're not going to use your Instagram main newsfeed so much. You are going to use it once or twice in this 1 week coaching launching period, but you're mostly going to use your stories. What I mean by that is you're going to take advantage of your storyline to get as many people to your application page as possible. Because thing number one you want to do is move people from Instagram to an application page so that they can talk to you over the phone. Now, listen, if you want to sell a high-end coaching program, anything that's, let's say, if you're a maybe exercise or nutrition coach, $250 a month or more. And if you're a business or strategy or personal growth coach, I charge $2,800 a month. You're not going to sell it off a click of a website, trust me. What you want to do is move people to a strategy call with you, right? And the strategy call is used to isolate their problems, give them solutions, and then invite them to become a coaching client. And I'm going to teach you exactly how that call outline is going to go in just a moment. But first and foremost, I want you to plan out that you're going to use a dedicated week. You're going to give yourself one dedicated week to fill up your funnel of applicants so that you can get on the phone with people. So once you figure out which week this month you're going to use to fill up your funnel, you're going to do this. First and foremost, you're going to create 2 1-minute videos, and you're going to put the first one up on a Monday, the second one up on a Thursday. And that's going to go on your main Instagram newsfeed, and it's going to go something like this. You're going to say, hey, my name is so-and-so, and I help this industry get this outcome. And in fact, I've helped so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. So if you have testimonials, or if you have any transformation stories, and if you have any anecdote stories of clients who have gotten amazing results, whether in their business, in their mindset, in their health, nutrition, whatever, this is where you want to pepper that. And then you're going to say, by the way, I'm taking on a handful of new clients right now, and if you think you would be a good coaching client candidate for me, click the link in my bio, fill out the application, and let's get on the phone and see if we're going to be a good fit together. Simple as that, right? So you're going to create your own natural, organic, authentic version of that video, 2 of them. And remember, you might use a male testimonial in your first one and a case study of a female client in the second one, right? It doesn't matter, but I want them to be a little different, and I want them to be authentic and all about you. Now, if you don't have any coaching clients, you're probably wondering, wait a minute, I don't have any case studies, any before and afters, any people that I've helped transform their business or their life or their health or their mindset. Then you probably don't belong watching this video. What you should be doing is helping at least 10 people absolutely free who want to achieve the outcome that you're capable of delivering. Help them for free, make sure they get the results, and then ask them for testimonials, video testimonials, written testimonials, before and after pictures, whatever, right? Bank account pictures to show that you grew their bank account. But you first have to be able to be good at what you do. So create some transformation programs out there, deliver it for free, and then get the testimonials and social proof, and then you can use the script. So now you know what 2 videos you're going to use on a Monday and a Thursday. The rest of the time, you're going to use your iPhone or whatever phone you have on your stories, and you're going to do an Instagram live, and you're going to go on there and you're going to talk about your coaching clients, the success they've had, the struggles, the fears, and frustrations that they encountered. So here's an example of how an Instagram live video might go. You might just turn it on, and of course, when people start coming on board on your Instagram, you start asking, hey, who are you and where are you from? I love doing that because when you ask people, who are you and where are you from, they start engaging, commenting, etc. And of course, you get more traction with your Instagram video in your stories. And that's an awesome thing. That's a really good thing, in fact. So then you're going to go into, hey, listen, if you are in this particular space and you want to achieve this kind of outcome, let me tell you all about it. So, example, if I were to do an Instagram live video, I might say, hey guys, what's up? This is Bedros Keuilian, and listen, I'm doing a little live video here for the next few minutes, and I'm going to teach you guys some strategies to grow your masterminds because I help coaches, consultants, thought leaders grow their mastermind coaching programs. before I go into that, first of all, tell me who you are and where you're from. Leave it right there in the comments so that we can interact a little bit. So once you've got that, then I'm going to go right into my teaching, right? My teaching is going to be giving an example of a client who's already achieved results. So I might say, listen, I've got a coaching client who's a New York Times bestselling author, all true by the way, and he was interested in creating a $1 million a year generating mastermind for himself. So I got on the phone with this client, and after a few hours on the phone with him over a 2-week period of time, he was able to fill up his mastermind marketing funnel and convert 32 people into coaching clients at $3,500 a month. Now, of course, that gave him more than 7 figures annual income. And so I might give examples like that, and of course, you're going to do the same thing, but you want to give case studies, social proof, and of course, banter back and forth with your following. And then at the end, of course, I'm going to say, by the way, if you want to see if you qualify to coach with me, then fill out the application that's in my bio or in my stories. And so that's the next thing you're going to do. And then, of course, you're going to say goodbye. And you might even give a shout out to where your application is. For example, mine would be, hey, just go to bedroskeuilian.com/empire, and you can fill out the application there to get on the phone with me, and we'll see if you and I are going to be a good coach and client relationship. And simple as that. So I'm going to run a live video for that entire week, one a day, talking about clients that I've given results to, what I do as an expert, what my magical superpower is, and then a call to action to fill out the application so we can get on the phone. And in my stories, I'm going to do something similar, but they're going to be 15 seconds long. And if you've got the swipe up feature, that's great. If you don't have the swipe up feature, that's okay. You just type in the URL on the picture and people will go and access that. Or the other thing you can do is simply say, hey, go to the link in my bio, click, and fill out the application so we can get on the phone. But you really want to take advantage of your stories and do 10 or 15 stories a day about the fact that you're looking for more coaching clients, you want to help more people achieve a specific outcome, whatever that is. Give case studies, examples of actual clients who have gotten amazing results. Like I said, whether you do weight loss, nutrition, exercise coaching, business or mindset, personal development coaching, it doesn't matter. Give examples of clients who have gotten results in your stories, and then give a call to action to fill out the application. And if you do, 5, 10, 15 stories a day for 7 days, trust me, your application pipeline is going to fill up very quickly. Because now think about what you're doing. You're doing 2 posts in 1 week in your main newsfeed on a Monday or a Thursday, promoting your coaching program and offering them the opportunity to fill out the application and to get on the phone with you. You're doing 1 live video on Instagram a day using the format I just taught you for the next 7 days. You're going to do 1 a day for 7 days, and then you're going to create 5 to 15 stories a day where you give case studies of clients who have worked with you and gotten amazing results. And then, of course, you're going to give a call to action to go fill out the application. So now that you know, here's how I got my leads from my Instagram social media following, I got the leads to the application page. They fill out the application. Once they fill that out, they land on a scheduler like Calendly. They land on a scheduler and they can set up their next call with you, right? So you're going to have your schedule opened up there and they fill out the application. They set up their call. You confirm the call the day before. Just reminding you tomorrow at 7 o'clock, we're going to be on the call together. And then, of course, you get on the call with them. Now, here's the part that you're going to love. I call it the Gap Agitation Strategy. And it's the non-sleazy way, non-pushy way of selling high-end coaching mastermind mentorship programs. Are you ready for this? So I might start off and say, in fact, I'm just going to pretend Drew, who's standing right behind the camera there, is the prospect on the phone. And I might say, hey, Drew, tell me all about your business, since I do business coaching, right? Tell me all about your business. Well, he might say, listen, I own this business where we make these widgets, and we do about $2.5 million a year. And I heard that if I work with a coach like you, I can probably get to like 5 or 10 or 15 million a year after about a year or two. And I'll say, all right, great. So who are your competitors? So really what you want to do is you want to find out what kind of work they do, who are their competitors, so you can get a good idea of what their competitors are doing, and then ask them, say, now, if you have, these are your top 5 competitors, where do you fall in the pecking order? Are you the top guy? Are you the guy at the very bottom, somewhere in the middle? You want them to tell you their pain. I'm the guy at the bottom. All right, well, how do you get to the top? Have you thought of any ways? What are the things that your competitors are doing right now that they're getting more leads and more sales than you are? Well, they have a PR team, or they run Facebook ads, or whatever the case is, right? Your job is to agitate the gap, basically. Whether it's weight loss, exercise, mindset, nutrition, business, it doesn't matter. You're going to figure out where the prospect is right now in their business. If they're only doing 2.3 million and they want to do 10 million a year over the next 3 years, then we know that they have to generate about $8 million more. So if that's going to happen, I'm going to constantly agitate that gap. I'm going to say, look, you have just under $8 million a year that you need to generate in revenue to get to your goal. Now, how do you think you're going to get there? How do your competitors get there? So your job is to take the gap from where they are to where they want to be and agitate that gap by saying, how do you think your competitors do it? What do you think you need to do? What do you think is missing? Is it the people, the process, the marketing, the sales? It's usually one of those 4 things: people, process, marketing, or sales. And they'll say, well, it's marketing. Okay, great. And you give them the what's, but not the how's. And I would say, so what if I can teach you how we get leads for our Fit Body Bootcamp franchise, and we convert these leads into franchisees? We get these leads, by the way, from Facebook, and we run about $200,000 a month in Facebook traffic each and every month. Would you like to know how we do that? Yes, I would. Great. Then my coaching program would be great for you. We also have a team of 4 people who are full-time closers selling franchises to people who are qualified to own our Fit Body Bootcamp franchise. Now, we've got a pretty high closing rate. Would you like to have a high closing rate? And do you have a sales team? If they have a sales team, but their sales team is weak, you're going to agitate that gap. But your job is to figure out where the gap is from where they are to where they want to go and agitate the gap as much as possible. And then in the end say, hey, look, Drew, it sounds like you and I are going to be a good fit. I can see how we're going to take you from 2.3 million to $10 million a year in revenue. And I think we can do that in the next 24 to 36 months. And the things we want to focus on then is your sales team and their ability to close bigger packages more consistently, getting reliable leads who are qualified to buy your widget. And then, of course, we want to have some kind of a process so that it's predictable. And if we can get those 3 things dialed in, you're going to have an amazing business that's going to thrive. So can I tell you what the investment is for this coaching program? And then I go right into the close. So just remember that you're going to first identify where they are, who their competitors are, what their biggest fears and frustrations and desires are. And then once you figured out where they are, where do they want to go over a certain amount of time? Agitate the pain, the gap, right? Agitate the pain, give them the what's, what things you want to do, but don't tell them how to do it. And you couldn't tell them that anyway in a 30 to 60 minute call. This is something that you're either going to work with them one-on-one or over the phone several times to really dial in all their processes. Finally, you're going to let them know what the investment is and say, hey, so how would you like to pay for that? Is it a Visa, American Express, or MasterCard? And you're going to take payment right over the phone, and done deal. So if you offer any kind of high-end coaching program, or you want some kind of coaching from me to help you build your coaching program to the next level, then you'll want to go to bedroskeuilian.com/empire. I'll also leave that in the description box down below. You can apply for my Mastermind program, which is a 12-month-long mastermind coaching program, and I promise you, you will 5 to 20x your business in 12 to 36 months, just like many of my coaching clients have. I'll see you later.